Hi everyone, I'm Nick Olivo, and in this video I'll show you how to set up an interactive tavern where your players can gather rumors about the town that they're in. Your players will be able to select the NPC they want to talk to, and the rumor that the NPC knows will be whispered to them. And the great thing about this is no API commands are required for this, just a couple of rollable tables and a one-line macro. Before we dive in, I'd just like to thank Roll20 for sponsoring this video. Alright, let's get started. Rumors are a key element to any RPG, whether you're playing D&D or Pathfinder or Call of Cthulhu or something else. They can help build out your world, they can provide hooks into side quests, or give clues about your main one. And the place where those rumors usually pop up is in a tavern. So as you can see here, I've built out a tavern and populated it with some NPCs, and now I'd like my wizard Mumford to be able to speak to these people and gather information. So the first thing we need to do is create a rollable table that contains the rumors we want to give out. And if you've never created a rollable table before, they're over here on the Collections tab. You just come down here to Rollable Tables, click Add. That will add a new rollable table down at the bottom of the list. You can just click on it, give it a name, something descriptive like rumors, and then click Add Item to add the rumors in. And I'll say, Soylent Green is people or something like that. And then repeat that for as many rumors as you want to have available. Click Save Changes, and there you go. I've actually already created two tables, one called rumors_local and another called rumors outside of town. So this is all the local gossip from the town itself that the residents would have. And then I figure in a tavern, you're going to have wandering bards or traveling merchants, and they're going to bring in rumors from outside of wherever the players are. And the nice thing about this is you can create as many of these types of tables as makes sense for you and your campaign. Once you've got the tables built, go to each NPC token, double click on it, and make sure the token has a name associated with it. Because as you saw in the intro, I've got the person's name appearing in the message that gets whispered, so we want to make sure they've got a name to put there. And that can even be something like what you see here where it just says guard. Totally up to you in terms of what you want to have it say, just make sure that there's something present in the name field for the token. Now, once you're sure that every NPC has a name, we need to establish which rumors that the NPC knows. Do they know the local rumors, or do they know the out-of-town rumors? And for purposes here, each NPC can only know one set of rumors. So let's start out with the bartender here. All right, I figure he's going to know the local rumors because, he lives in the town and he hears all the gossip. So what I'm going to do is double-click on his token. I'm going to go down to bar 3, and I'm going to type the name of the rumors table I want him to have in bar 3. So rumors_local, I'm putting in bar 3 here. And you'll see how this works when we build the macro in just a minute. But for right now, just know that we're going to put the rumors that the NPC knows in bar 3. Now, you may be wondering, Nick, why are you using bar 3? Why aren't you using bar 1? Because that would kind of make logical sense, wouldn't it? Well, yes, it would. However, if you're using a pre-configured NPC like this guy here, he already has HP and AC established in bars 1 and 2, but bar 3 is pretty much always empty for any NPC or monster token. So we can use bar 3 without worrying about accidentally overwriting some statistic that we might need as a GM later on. Alright, so we've built our tavern, ensured our NPCs have names, and we've established which rumors they know. Now, we need to write a macro that we can use to display the rumor to the player. And I want the player to be able to choose who they're talking to without telling me as the DM. And I think this is more real world. The party goes into a tavern, they split up a bit, the rogue goes and talks to the shady person in the corner, the cleric makes arrangements with the publican, that sort of thing. So they're going to gather information independently of each other, and then when they gather back together, they can share that information with each other. And then it's a more interactive role-playing experience than having them say, yeah, I tell them about the rumor that I heard about with the cats or whatever it happens to be. And the other nice thing here is because the rumors are being whispered to the PCs, we're not going to have the chat box over on the right just fill up with a whole flood of rumors as they talk to everybody in the tavern. So the macro looks like this. We're going to start out with a /W, meaning we're going to whisper, and then we need to specify who we're whispering to. And for that, we're going to use this @SelectedCharacterName bit. So this is saying whichever token is currently selected is the one that's going to be whispered to. So in order for this to work, our player will need to make sure they have their token selected. And we'll take care of that in just a minute. Now we need to have them select the individual that they're talking to. And for that, we're going to use this target command. And this first part, target, tells Roll20 that we're letting the player target someone. This effectively brings up a crosshairs that they can use to click on the NPC that they want to interact with. The second part right here is the prompt text that will appear when the targeting box comes up. So who do you want to talk to? And then lastly, token name, this is going to get the name of the token that they click on. So you remember when we looked at our rumor in the beginning, it says Xania says, well, that's where Xania is coming from, is right here, this token name. So essentially, this chunk is having the player select who they're talking to, and we retrieve the name for that token. All right, then that person says, and then we want them to say one of our rumors. Now this last chunk may look confusing, so let's break it down. In order to get an entry from a rollable table, that is, in order to roll a rollable table, you use the following syntax: /R, 1T, and then an open bracket and the name of the table. So rumors _ local, for example. And that will roll our rollable table and give us a random entry from that table. But as you can see, the output is very clunky for that roll, right? We get this rolling bit, we see the name of the table, we have the parentheses here, and then we get this numeric. Really what we want is this nice inline roll that you saw me use at the beginning of the video. So in order to do the inline roll, what we're going to do is have a pair of double brackets, and then the same command, the 1T, and then the open bracket and the name of the table, and then closing bracket, and then 2 more closing brackets. And now you see that we have the rumor output on one line. So that's what the macro code is going to use, is that same syntax. So the opening double bracket here, that's saying that we're doing an inline roll. The 1T means that we're rolling on the table, and then this chunk right here would be the table name. Well, you'll notice what we're doing is we're looking at the target that we selected previously, because we're using the same command here, target, who do you want to talk to? That's saying use the same person that you selected previously. And we're getting the table name from their bar3 value. So that's why we had the rumor name be entered here in bar3. So we're going to look to the selected token's bar3 value to find the name of the rumor table that they work with, and then we're going to display an entry from that table. So I'm going to put the text of this macro down in the video description so you don't have to type it out. But effectively what I'm going to do is just copy this. So Control-A, Control-C, and then I'm going to go onto my character sheet here. We'll open that up, just Alt double click on it. And we're going to go into the attributes and abilities section here. We'll say add, and we're going to give our ability a name here. We'll say gather rumors, and I'll just paste in my macro there. We'll save that and show it as a token action. Okay, and now we'll click off and click on, and there we go. There's gather rumors. So now my wizard Mumford can walk up to the bartender, gather rumors. All right, because Mumford was selected, we know which character we're going to be whispering to. Here's our prompt, choose target, who do you want to talk to? There's our crosshairs, we're going to click on the bartender. And we see that we've had a message whispered to Mumford. Leroy says that Lord Bafford's mistress is actually a succubus. How scandalous. Okay, but now that's a possible hook for a side quest or a nice bit of information that the players may be able to use in their travels. So there you go. That's how you can create an interactive rumor mill in a tavern in Roll20. Now you'll notice we didn't go into anything like having an NPC know multiple types of rumors, or having the player be able to make a gather information check or a persuasion check to get better rumors. And that sort of thing can really only be done via the API. So if that's something you're interested in seeing, leave a note down in the comments and I'll see what I can come up with. But in the meantime, thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like and consider subscribing. And until next time, folks, have a great day.